to that and we moved accordingly. So for some of them, one in particular who's still there, being victimized, having money taken off her, I can't feel bad for that because she saw her friend do that to other people. So what made her think she was so different? Oh, guys, vengeance will be mine, says the Lord.
See, one thing about God, he's going to run it back.
He will, with interest. You know I'm not good with this whole stage thing. Tazillionaire, and then I think Jazz joined the stage and Queen Temmie joined the stage. Should we do it in that order?
Hey y'all, I just want to whack this babe real quick. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what British Airways satanic contract she signed. Me, ever since British Airways stopped flying to Congo, I didn't give a fuck about them trying to charge me 2 bags for 2 suitcases. Fuck y'all. But in terms of Miss Ashleigh, you've been throwing your own sister under the bus for years. People have been saying, why are you platforming abusers? Why are you platforming men that have constantly disrespected your actual friends, your peers, and you've been throwing them under the bus? Today, I hope that bus catches you. Today, I hope that bus is catching you. And I hope the price of the seat on that bus is £7,000. You deserve to be whacked. She deserves to be whacked. Anybody that has any type of blood tied to that woman, go and claim it now. Go and get your money back in blood. I believe in jungle justice. I'm so sorry. We need to defund the police. Defund the Met Police. They do not do anything in situations like this. Go and get your rumble in the jungle. That is all I have to say on this matter. In terms of that woman, I definitely believe to the pit of my core, she should be whacked. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. And guys, come up like Tazillionaire and speak your truth because enough is enough. Enough is enough.
How
Who did I
many
say was that? I
enemies
think it was
can...
Jazz and then Queen Temmie. Thank you so much, Tez.
Hi. Me and this girl don't even have a personal issue. My issue with her is that her wickedness knows no bounds. As a woman, yeah, experiencing sexual assault is something that is very, I don't know how to wrap my, I can't put into words what goes on through your mind. And what she did to Chantel Sophia, that's all I came here to talk about because this girl is not a good person. Imagine being R-worded, let's use that word, and then you bravely come out to tell your story, and somebody uses their platform to bully you and platform your abuser. You have to go into hiding for more than well over a year, going on 2 years, almost 3, and then it then comes out that you weren't lying. Sorry, and the girl still has a platform. Why she has one, I don't know. The fact she was able to do that and everyone just, glossed over it like it's normal, I don't know. Sorry, she needs to be put down. It's more than scamming. She's not a good person. She needs to be put down. You see women that do that to other women. Do you know what it means? Like it's like no one really deep in the gravity of what she done to this girl. She couldn't come out. She couldn't go outside. Because she's friends with my friend. She couldn't go to parties. She couldn't live her life just because she got raped. And then to now make matters worse, Ashley did what she did to her, platforming her abuser, allowing her to get dragged for years on this platform. The girl will say something, everyone will be like, oh, shut up, didn't you lie about being raped? The girl couldn't even breathe. So sorry, this girl needs to be put down. If she has 55 haters, I'm 10 of them. Thank God I'm big. I can qualify for the 10. She's not a good person. Sorry, I will laugh at her misfortune. She's not a good person. Wicked people need to perish today. Thank you. That's what I came to say.
Thank God
Sorry,
I'm big
while
enough to
we've got a
qualify
little
for
break
10 of
here,
them. Ah, those are
wait,
bars. I'm going to write that down. Whew.
do you know what I mean?
Thank you for
One
giving
thing
me
that I
laughs
need to
this
say,
afternoon.
somebody wrote it. The sun is shining. Labour won the election. Labour won the election. A black couple won Love Island. And the TWA empire has fallen. This is amazing.
Now we up, baby, we up. Oh God. Oh no, where did Queen Temmie go? I wanted to hear her testimony, but I can see other people are waiting to come up. Queen Temmie, make a U-turn because I need to
Hello.
hear from you. I know you're a victim.
Hey, Brim.
Yeah, thank you so much for this conversation. You've actually made me laugh on this sunny day. I do feel sorry for those who have been scammed though, and I do apologize for laughing at your situation because it's not good to laugh. But it has been a good conversation. It's been a great Twitter space, and I hope this carries on.
Oh,
Ibrahim, thank you so much for your support. Like, one thing I appreciate is supporting hating, and that's what I'm gonna do. But this is ethical hating because it's justified. Ibrahim, thank you so much, and let people continue to make you laugh. Because as I said, guys, you know this was meant to be a quick half an hour lunchtime space, but how can I silence the victims? People have had a lot to say. It's not even just on this stage. When I say my phone's hot from the DMs and the hashtag and this, that, the other. So please, let's relish in someone's downfall. Why not? Why not? I can't remember which order I let out, but big 30, Mama 30.
Yeah, so I have a lot to say. So me personally, I don't know how anybody, and I'm not victim bashing because being scammed out of money like that is absolutely horrendous. And to do that to your friends and to other women is just disgusting. But the way and her behavior, how she was to other women, just online anyway, taught me to stay well away. And using my pain and suffering to gain numbers in her spaces, then turning the whole of what I felt like was Black Twitter against me and making it very awkward for me in spaces and running a certain narrative on my name and race baiting and all the rest of it. To me, listen, the floggings, let it carry on all day because wickedness, when it's revealed to everybody, it's always sweet. It's a sweet, sweet day today. It's joyous, just like everybody's been saying. It's very joyous when I see everybody see someone for who they really are. Like, and I sit back and I don't really even need to do too much. And that's all I have to say, really.
No, thank you so much, Mama 30. Again, this isn't, you know what I said in the beginning, it's not just about me, it's years of people who've gone through this. So vindication for me is vindication for everybody and vice versa.
Yeah, and
Um,
my heart goes out to all the other victims of this wicked, wicked witch.
wicked, like one pantomime villain, you know. What I will say is, guys, if there's anyone on stage who hasn't got anything else to say, if you don't mind moving down because other people want to come up and there's like a limit. I can't remember the order in which I brought, so let's go with Leo Prude and then Alia. Aaliyah, I'm so sorry. I know you from back in the day, but you know how I get with you. I'm so shit with the names, so sorry.
Alia, you
Leo
know.
Prude. Leo Prude and then Aaliyah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Leo Prude, go on.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Those who can do well, who are feeling well. I have a quick question. It's just a curiosity question. You know, when she was, because I missed kind of like the first half, I was at work. You know, when she was promising these trips, where did she promise everyone was going to? Because I'm just curious, like, what would make you want to
Sis, we
pay
all
that
want to know.
money? Yeah, like,
We
what
all want to know.
destination? Are we going to Santorini? We going to Milan? I want to know.
We don't
Oh,
know.
child.
If you scroll across the jumbotron, you'll see the call out that she made.
So sorry. I've just read the hashtag about the last speaker. Guys, I had no idea. If I had known, I think someone did mention her name in one of the DMs, but I haven't like, guys, I'm trying to do DMs, hashtag, and my job at the same time. I'm so sorry if I offended anyone by letting the last speaker up. Please, someone give me a recap if you've got time. Say no to colorism is what I have to say. I hope this isn't, guys, don't come up on stage here to try and use this as an opportunity to vindicate yourself if you were wrong. Do you know what I mean? This is for rejoicing if you've been saying something or this, like, if you're a colorist, you don't have a dog in this fight. That's what I'm gonna say. So apologies for that. I had no idea. I'd be smoking a yak. I don't remember everything. Um, as far as I know, I think the trip was to the corner shop at this rate. I don't know about that. Aaliyah, I'm so sorry about butchering your name. How are you, babe? Long time no speak.
Alia.
Alia,
I'm
Alia,
great.
Ali.
I
I'm
know.
gonna go on mute. I'm gonna go on mute.
It's all right. Do you know what? Yeah. For those that were there in the day of the clubhouse, we rejoice. God is good all the time, all the time.
God is good.
God is bloody good. I've been waiting for this bobblehead's downfall because I saw the shit. I knew she was a liar. And what really pissed me off more than anything, despite the fact that I saw how awful she was to women, it's women that really built her platform. Like, she never gave anything really. She just held a space. She sat around all day on the damn app and invited everybody to gist and spread their things, say things, entertain. And indeed, we all had a nice time there. But she was never that girl. And there's someone in the crowd that I see here, and I know you were up the girl's bum bum. I sure do hope you have escaped it. I really do. But to those of us that spotted it in the beginning, amen, amen. Everybody that got scammed, I do hope you get your money back. The one in particular, I don't know. I'd like to think people can change, but at the same time, how did you not see? Why do you think that somebody can be so awful to a vast majority of women, but it excludes you and you're a special one? Be for real. Be all the way for real. That's all I gotta say. I hope everyone's well. We've come a long way, guys. But this day right here, I've been praying on it. Praying on it.
Also, sorry, can I actually add something? Her
Go
platform,
ahead.
she made so much money off women's pain. Like
Right.
Right, get into
nobody
it.
is really getting my anger here. Like this woman made thousands of pounds off women's sexual assault, of women being raped. Like nobody can actually. I don't know if it's just me, but my head is actually hot. Like she made so much money off women's pain. May pain never depart from her household. Since you want to make
It's
money off
awful.
other women's pain, may pain never depart from your life. Look at Jesus, because you're not a good person. I'm so sorry. This is all I have to say. May we continue to jest and laugh at her misfortune. And people like her, may they continue to fall down. Thank you. Goodbye.
No, thank you. Goodbye. No, it's so true what you said, and like it touches on something that me and others have spoken about before. The fucking cheek of her last night talking about my spaces, my spaces. Your spaces were other people talking. And I'm not saying there's an issue in that, but that just shows the mentality and the entitlement that like you've capitalized off a lot of people and have got nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. It is so embarrassing. Salone, your hand was up, and then I'll go back to Queen Temmie, who's asked to come up. There is somebody else also requesting. I just need to have an internal conscious battle about that. Salone, and then Queen Temmie.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hello?
can.
Well, God is good all the time. Just want to thank you, H. Like, look around, look what you built right here. This is generational. Not only hating, ethical hating. Like, God is good. But I just want to say, basically, yeah, when you guys are online, right, watch out for people. Look at the seeds they're sowing. Because there's so many people that want to take advantage of people, um, because they're vulnerable, especially when it comes to the career space I'm in as well. Courses, CVs paid. So I just wanted to warn everyone to watch out for who they actually believe in. There's a lot of false prophets out here, you know. So, but God is good all the time, and you guys be careful, stay blessed, and yeah, H, amazing work, I guess. Going back to work. God bless.
No, child. The way these people, I'm emailing in Queen's English to then pivot to you guys and talk my shit. I swear to God, this is hard work, but
It's
we'll
long,
find out.
man.
It's
The
so
teams meetings, they're not stopping, man. They're not
You know,
stopping,
this
man.
reminds me of like Clubhouse days where you be
You know, like
shouting
that.
misogynist and then like trying to go on a work. Oh no, this is so much. It's sensory overload. Queen Tammy, I'm trying to invite you up because you were waiting. We'll go to you, and then I can't believe, Mother of Christ, somebody is on stage, but I'm gonna do a disclaimer before you speak. Let's say that. Queen Tammy, you on there?
Me.
Yes, can hear you. Hello.
I'm trying to ensure the downfall of my enemy and I'm working. It's terrible. I just want to start this off by saying, sorry, I had to get that out. They chop your body to cause stomach. They chop your body to cause stomach. Sorry, I'm so sorry. You fucking wet wipes. No, because this is the thing, and this is why I get a bit, and I can't, my sympathy will be capped for one particular person, and she knows why. You played into this mean girl persona. You enjoyed it. You loved when she was bullying other women. You're part of the mob. You love it. Now she's chopped your money for stomach, and you want me to feel bad. And you're not coming to the internet to get your money back. I hope she doesn't give you the money back. I hope she gets arrested. Actually, you're all fools, and that's me done. Bye.
No, thank you so much. And guys, Queen Temmie is actually my good sis, even off this app. I want to say Queen Temmie is actually a victim of. Imagine Ashleigh Louise. Quick story before I go to the next person. Yeah, I actually. Sorry, at Ashleigh's first Love Island event, right? There was a competition, and if you predicted the winners, they pick your name out of a thing, and you win something.
this is an example of how stupid Ashley is. I haven't said this bit before, new and exclusive. I was the last person in the row of seats, like the last person, and I was also the winner. So that means these idiots didn't even shake the bag. Like, let's start with that. You didn't shake the bag because how can I be the last person to put something in and be the first person drawn out? Anyway, lo and behold, I've won the Moe bottle. I've won the Moe bottle. Woohoo, woohoo. Bringing it home now. And obviously, we're in the what's it called? The lounge area, just chilling. And obviously, me and Queen Temmie are good friends. Queen Temmie picks it up as a joke and like pretends to take it or something like that. As a complete joke, we're all laughing about it. I get my bottle back. Lo and behold, I think it was like a year or so later, when Ashley was doing her usual lion, actually tried to accuse Queen Temmie of legitimately stealing the Moe bottle. Like, actually came onto a space where people could hear and accused her of genuinely stealing the bottle. And I had to come in and rectify and be like, you were there, you know it was a joke, and you know that we know each other. So why would you
Knowing that
use...
she scammed is
Why
what I
do
don't
I
understand
actually
though.
remember this?
No, no, you can imagine our shock. And then to find that out, Queen Demi, and as you're about to say, she's an actual scammer.
This is not
Hello.
her only scam though. Remember the slides? Let's not even.
I booked the project management course. I asked her 3 times, where the fuck are my slides? All 9 got them. All 9 got them. They definitely exist because I was watching the presentation, but all 9 got them.
The £100 for
The
the event.
£100, where is that? Guys, there is somebody on stage, and the only reason that I'm nervous is because, like, as I'm gonna be honest, I don't like you. I don't like you. I think you're problematic. I think you're weird. But in the spirit of what Show Me to Me said today, I'm happy to link up with my enemies if it means defeating our common one. So as before you speak, I'm gonna make it so clear. Misogyny, you're done. Colorism, you're done. Even fat shaming because you're a man in this situation, you're done. So think wisely about what you want to say, but I will not deny you your right to rejoice at Ashley's downfall. As, what do you have to contribute? As, what do you have to contribute?
Not look around everybody on mute.
This fucking...
Hello,
Oh,
hello,
hello, As.
Wow, wow,
Hi.
wow.
hello.
Hi, As. Did you
Oh,
hear the
oh,
disclaimer,
oh,
though?
oh. Huh?
Did you hear my disclaimer?
The disclaimer?
Yeah,
What
the disclaimer.
disclaimer? I didn't hear you. I
Okay,
didn't
I'll
hear you.
run it by one more time. As, I personally don't like you. I don't like your spirit. I have been entertained. I
Ashleigh
won't lie.
Louise, suck your mum.
Okay.
Suck.
Carry on, H.
Yeah, so sorry. As, before you go on, because I don't want to deny your right to rejoice in downfall, but let me be clear. Any misogyny, you're done. Any fat shaming because you're a man in this context, you're done. Any colorism, anything weird of the sort, you're done. Okay? Talk your shit. Thank you.
You may now unmute.
Oh my god, the disclaimer. He said, how can I cuss Ashley without saying any of that? Let me not speak.
I was crying. I'm crying.
No, as, oh, he's gonna go open his own space now and dox me.
Not the doxing.
No, I had to agree with that. I know everyone wanted to hear us speak, but I can't lie. This is the thing, and I've learned this from Clubhouse. Even though we all have a common enemy, right? You don't want to get distracted by the fact that these people are going to use things to say things that you just flat out don't agree with. And as is a risk. He's a flight risk. So hopefully he'll come back. I don't know. Also, sorry, his tongue is so heavy. It's probably best he doesn't speak right for now.
Oh my
Cammy.
god.
No, but it's true. It does get a bit exhausting after a while. Cammy, your hand's been up. So sorry. Thank you for your patience.
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I just came here to say I personally don't get why everyone's come up here to say they feel bad for the victims or they hope they get their money back. Maybe you lot are better than me, but I'm so sorry. They're all very much complicit. There's no spaces without all the babes that were joining, listening in, kicking in to enable her. Like, it wasn't just enabling, a lot of them contributed in bullying other people, abusing other people verbally, like aiding and enabling against victims of abuse. Like, that's disgusting. I hope you don't get your money back. I hope it in fact radicalizes you so that you never feel the urge to be a bird again. That's all I had to say.
Cammy, thank you so much for your testimony. And again, guys, I'm not here to police people and how they feel about the victims. I think many things are true at once here. Because remember, people are victims of the victims. So where do we draw the line? Tiziana, do you have one last go? And then I'm going to invite, I think, Jude back up.
Yeah, it's just one last thing to say. Sorry, I actually have not stopped laughing.
What did you even join?
Guys, I cannot. Do you know this is the funniest thing ever? Fucking hell. I have never laughed like this before. I can't believe you be sorry guys. Everyone is being so nice. Fuck that. Fuck y'all. Why the fuck are we being nice? No offense, because if it was other people, would we be nice? Fuck that. I'm so sorry. There are only like 2 people who are victims of her that I know are very lovely women, and they absolutely remove themselves from that situation as soon as possible. The other ones, including Mama Jude, no vex, Mama. I'm happy you got your money and everything, but you too, you were a foot soldier for quite a long time. So all of you, I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Please, you're not getting that money back. Let's be real, you're not. And I hope it really, really radicalizes you. So you will never be a witch again. You won't be a foot soldier for nonsense. Like, I can't stop laughing. You guys were so cruel, so wicked to other women. And you knew how Ashley was. You knew she was a nasty person. And also, this is a disclaimer because I've seen that people think I'm a fan of Ashley Louise. Fuck that bitch. I have said it for months, for a year and two plus. I stand on business. Once I see your bad behavior, I'm fucking out of there. I took myself out and I told her, look, this doesn't run with me. I was the only one who in that moment stood up for the women, and I got came up, and that's good for me. I can't even lie. It was very good because I knew she was a witch. I knew. I wasn't sure, but I knew. I grew up and I learned my lesson. All of you, you saw multiple times, over and over and over, so many victims that she harmed, so many people, and you stood there and you didn't say anything. In fact, you even joined to Kiki. You called us all bums. All of you, you were calling us bums, remember? Now look at how it has come back to bite you in the ass. You are 1,000 plus money less, and I'm so sorry to you. I really hope you never get that money back. I hope it makes you work hard. I hope it makes you think before you do things. Some of you, maybe the jobs you're doing, they're not teaching you guys how to, what's it called, scammy. You're not learning enough in work, because I can't believe it that you got scammed. How much? And you didn't know that this could happen. I'm so sorry. Maybe I'm not a changed woman. I'm learning, maybe next year I'll be nicer and I would have more grace. I don't have grace for people who are cruel to other women. I absolutely fucking do not. And you stood there and you laughed when she bullied victims. You laughed when she bullied that woman who was a victim. You laughed when she lied on other women. You laughed, you kept giggling. So I'm so sorry. When she built her platform, do you know how wicked of a person you have to be to build your platform on the pain of other women? And then you too, as her foot soldier, whenever they dragged her, you come and say, oh, yeah, they're just mad, because like I've got money and you've got now look, you don't have the money. You don't have the money. So I'm so sorry. Maybe I'm a wicked person. Maybe I am, and that's fair enough. But this babe does not deserve. No, she can't come back from this, and you guys can't come back on this spaces and be saying, oh, but I learned my lesson. You were there when she was so wicked, and now that it's touching you, you want us to feel sympathy for you. I feel no sympathy whatsoever, apart from the 2 ladies who know themselves, and I have said that to them. I hope they get their money back fully. The rest of you, it is well. If you get it, if you don't get it, shall learn your lesson. That's all I have to say. That's it. Also, Random H, thank you so much for hosting this space. H, you've seen when I went through the pain, the trials and tribulation. You too, you had your trials and tribulation. Tell all of us that had our trials and tribulation. I'm so happy that God kept us vindicated today. And my hatred was not in vain, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Jesus. Let me go down now. Everybody have a great day. Thank you.
I must speak, please.
Oh, go
H,
ahead, go
I
ahead.
must
Yeah, no,
speak.
Dami, you did. You know what? I
I
did realize you had your hand up, and then we'll go to Jude,
Did
because
you go?
Jude's actually on the front lines of this. So go on, Dami.
I just came here for my 2021 self to say fuck Ashleigh Louise. Fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't give a fuck. This is for my 2021 self. If you know, this bitch tried to bully me almost every fucking other day on Clubhouse. It's okay. All I'm here to say is fuck her. I just needed to say that. Thank you. Thank you for this space. Fuck this. You know what's even killing me? people that I've even tussled with, we're here together. We are here together to say fuck Ashleigh. So fuck this bitch. That's all I really wanted to say. Thank you.
Wait,
No,
guys, can
thank
I say something? Wait,
God.
do you know what's making this even funnier? I'm playing the E for instrumental every time someone comes on the stage. So when she started talking, all I can hear is her talking over this beat. No, sorry. Oh my god, I'm enjoying this so much.
That you're actually kidding me, guys. I'm sorry. Again, it's ethical hating. Jude, Jude, your hands up.
Yeah, I just wanted to come back because actually, Jeji, I remember when Ashley came for you that night, and I actually sent you a message saying that, like, sending you a lot of love because I actually thought what she said to you was outrageous. And at that point, I'd already pulled out of her. I don't ever recall myself personally flogging no other woman. I was not in clubhouses, so I didn't know Ashley from Clubhouse. I actually only really entered her space in 2022 during Love Island. Um, and so I knew that some people didn't like her, but I'm not really supposed to, I'm not just going to listen to what other people are saying because I don't know someone. Sometimes you have to find out for yourself. So obviously you take it on board, but I don't personally remember myself kind of what some domestic abusers survive or laughing at them. That's literally not my bag in life. It has never been my bag, will never be my bag. In fact, the reason me and Ashley fell out is because she had to come and apologize to some girl that she had, I guess, victim blamed or lied about her rape, or like had defended her rapist or something, and it came out. And I told her, you actually need to apologize and your space is really triggering. And then she got upset because she felt like I was adding on the pylon. And I was like, well, if your space is triggering for me, I don't see why I owe you to come and stay there and be triggered about the subject that you're not moderating properly. That's not my problem. And that's when we fell out. But I've never been involved in that kind of shit. It's not me. I might laugh about a story, but I don't laugh at women. It's just not my bag. So I just wanted to clarify that part. The rest of it, I'm not really looking for sympathy. I got my money back. Um, everyone gets shamed once in a while. Like, that's just, I serve God. So if God needed me to be humble today, then I'll take my humbling with a slice of pie, and tomorrow's another day.
Now, you know what, Jude? And I'm not intending to speak for Gigiana or anyone who feels the same way. It's the kind of like painting with the same brush thing where probably not just
Yeah.
you, but other people, other victims of this major scam probably feel the same way. I think it's Nat is one of them who I can say personally has only ever been nice to me and stuff like that. But because unfortunately you've been grouped with a lot of like mob mentality behavior, the way in which she's
No, I hear
do
it.
you
I
know what I
hear
mean?
it.
So
I hear it.
I think even you coming into this space and speaking again, I won't speak for anyone else, but for me personally, it's probably a good thing for you because you're able to differentiate and understand where things have gone wrong. And I think based on what I've seen in the hashtag and stuff like that, I think a lot of smoke is for Rizcat. I know other people have tried to defend her and stuff, but I mean, hey, you got your money back, right? That's something. At least you're on the up, right?
Yeah, but literally, like I said, I could have stayed quiet. I didn't have to say anything. I could have gone on with my life because I got my money back, but it just didn't feel right for me to be the only person that got their money back. Like, a lot of people were closer to her and she scammed them. Me, I can understand her scamming me. I don't really understand her scamming people who are literally supporting her through, like, going to her and helping her through her surgeries and shit like that. Like, at that level, it's not even just about running scams to like live fucking a high lifestyle or whatever on social media. It's about genuinely just not caring about people as people enough that you can do this to someone who genuinely holds you as a close personal friend, who's met your fucking family and shit like that. That's a whole different level of deception. So when I say, like, go run a scam on a stranger, that's what I expect. If you run a scam on a stranger, I don't expect anyone to feel sorry for me. I am the stranger that she ran a scam on. Don't run scams on your friends. Like, that's mad. Like, that's a whole nother level for somebody that literally trusts you so much that they take your word as gospel to actually be scamming them at the same time when they're riding hard for you against other women as well. That's a different level. Like, I've no self-respecting scammer would scam their own friends. This is my point. Like, no self-respecting scammer is going to scam their own friends. So she's not even good at being a scammer, because the first lesson of scamming is you don't scam your own friend. You don't shit where you eat. So why would you do that? That's my whole point. It's not that it was okay for her to scam people, it's okay for her to scam strangers. No, it's that you don't scam your friends. Like if you're gonna be a scammer and be a criminal, be a criminal. Don't be a criminal in your front door.
Jude, you know how I've said so many times that like every time I hear about Ashleigh Louise, I'm like shocked. You've just said something now that's made my jaw drop even more. These girls, or some of them at least, have met her family. And she's done them like this, guys. We're dealing with the oh my god. That is
As far as
But
I'm
outrageous.
can I
aware.
say something?
Like some of these people have been in her house, like in the place that she lives, that she's cooked with them, she's ate with them, she's shared meals with them, she's broken bread with
I'm
them.
sorry.
Like
Can
Judas
I
that's
did
say
proper
too.
something? This may
friendship.
Didn't
sound like
Judas?
victim blaming.
Judas
This may sound
definitely
like
ate with
victim
Jesus.
blaming, but
Right.
It's
But come
literally
on
Judas.
now.
It's literally
No, but I
someone
Judas.
also
that
mean a
someone
scam.
that dragged
Sorry.
a woman in a
Sorry, can
public space.
Jazz
And the thing is, I don't know what she used the money for, but if it's what everyone is suggesting, the saddest part for me is if she had just asked, I swear most of us would have given her that money anyway. If she had just asked, because that's the kind of people if she just come to me as an as a woman, if she just come to me and said, Jude, like I'm going through this is where I'm at, this is where it's doing to my mental health. I want to do this, I don't have the money together. Can you borrow me? I would have borrowed it to her because that's literally the kind of person I am. People might say that I'm a bird or that means I'm a clown or whatever, but if I count you as a friend or count you as somebody that I like, and you're in a position that needs help, I'll always try and help you if I can. And she could have just done that, but she didn't.
that is crazy. Sorry, let Jazz go first because I know Jazz was speaking, and then to Alia, and then I'll think of something.
Yeah, this may sound like victim blaming, but I'm sorry. The whole thing of she didn't doing it to her friends and people that come to her house, as much as I get the logic behind that, what I don't get is if someone could drag a woman on Twitter space, trigger warning about you know what, when she wasn't there, she doesn't know anything, she's just doing defender of the nations for some random man. Why would you think she has morals enough to respect her friends? That's the question at hand. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, I'm trying to understand it,
No, I hear what you're
but it
saying, but
doesn't.
like I said, I didn't know any of that until after the fact. So obviously, if
Oh
I'd
no,
known
I'm
that
not
before
just
the
talking
fact, I
of
would have
you. I'm
thought.
talking about,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
no, I hear the question. It's a logical question to ask, but I can just I can only answer for myself, which is that honestly, that stuff came out like literally when I fell out with her, when I was already suspecting it was a scam. It wasn't information that I was privy to before, and I think if I was privy to it before, I definitely would have thought
that's
twice.
fair enough. All of you that she scammed, I think all of you should get a the more of you, apparently there's many of you from the ones that she scammed for project management courses. That one too, I didn't really understand because is she the one going to give you the Prince 2 certification? Everything here is just giving dodgy. Like, personally, I don't get it, but that's fine. All of you can go and, do what you want to do. But actually, sorry, now that
What I would say is, if to anyone who's listening, if you feel like she may have scammed you, I'm happy for you to DM me and tell me the details, because I can only talk about this Jamaica trip, and from the details that she has given, which are evidence because she DM'd them like a dumb bitch rather than lying over the phone, which is my word against yours. But she wrote everything down, so that's her business. From what she's written down, this isn't just a small, like, it's at our mercy what happens next, basically. So it's in her interest to pay people back, and then for her to pray to whatever God is going to listen to her, that we are all big hearted enough to keep her out of the criminal justice system,
big hearted,
basically.
this is the problem. Not to see. I'm trying to, I'm trying to
Me,
curb my tongue,
I'm a
but
Catholic, yeah, so
see,
I'm trying my
when I
best
song say my
to
Catholic,
not be a
see, I'm
terrible
not trying to
person.
see, forget Catholicism, forget Christianity, forget all of that thing. Take this woman to prison, let her be in HMP. People are talking about Christianity. This is why the world is the way it is. Everybody wants to be doing good person to wicked people
I,
when you're supposed to play
this is the
wicked
thing, like,
people
I
with
feel like people
wickedness.
are focusing on the money, but they're forgetting the part in the statement where I say that she took our personal information.
Well, she can't do
And
nothing with it.
if you have obtained people's identifying information, like their passport numbers, for example, by deceit, that's not a civil small claims court thing. That's a criminal thing.
That's my point.
So
So let her wear the orange jumpsuit. Why are you
it's
guys taking
the
away of
ball is in
Christ?
her
Christ
court
is not
as
here.
to
Was
where this
Christ there
goes.
Right,
really for
guys.
your money?
So sorry to interrupt because other people.
No,
No,
that's fine.
no,
I'm literally, this is my last day in New York. Yeah, let me go and actually catch some breath and touch
no,
grass
dude,
outside.
you see the Empire State, you do whatever going on in New York and you enjoy. What I will say is, well done to you for tweeting that statement and writing it in the way that you did. I can imagine, and it's not for you to answer. I know you're going to enjoy, but as I said earlier, I can imagine you lot have given ample time and tried to be reasonable and met with this absolute BS. So well done to you. Need any support? You let me know. I'm here for ethical hating.
Cheers,
So
thank
no
you.
worries.
And honestly, to any person who ever felt that I attacked them on behalf of Ashley, I am genuinely sorry. That's not my bag in life. I don't attack women. I uplift them. That's not my portion in life. It's not my mission on this earth. So I will like obviously hold my hand up. I'm really sorry if you ever felt like that from me personally. All I can do is apologize on for myself, and I'm sure everybody else will speak when they're ready on themselves. I can only really speak for me. Anyway, have a blessed day,
So,
girls.
because you didn't have to come up here, but you did. So I shout out to you for that, because I wouldn't. But good for you.
Me, God, the way I'd be on the next flight out of here.
After that, fuck you from New
What do
York.
you
I don't have
mean?
to.
God, that's crazy. Sorry, guys. Obviously, as people were talking, I know hands went up, so I'm gonna do this like based on memory and probably people who haven't spoken. Let's go with guys. I get nervous with the football profile pictures. I always assume you're gonna be a troll. Let's go with Jakob, DK, Tez. I know you want to speak, but there's a few other people waiting, so I might go round and then come back round if that's cool with you. But Jakob, go on.
Yeah, it's okay. Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm just obviously it's not nice to see innocent people get scammed with money, but to me this just vindicates all I've thought about her for the past year and a half. I mean, what I saw last year was basically she's gone around last year sending a pool of people my way to just abuse me, just to scam people, send me death threats, leak my address online just because people didn't agree with her opinions on Love Island. So to me, it just gives me the vibe she's a bully, and now on top of this, she's scamming people now. So to me, it just vindicates all I've thought about her, and I implore people right now not to have any heart, not to have any love in their heart, to say let's forgive this. I want people to gag her, continue stepping on her neck. She deserves this completely from the bottom of my heart. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Wait, Jacob, I'm so sorry. Yeah, after you spoke, I then remembered your name. I can't remember. Did you actually do something weird?
No, no, it was nothing. I did absolutely nothing to deserve what I got from her. She just sent a pool of people to abuse me because I didn't agree with who she wanted to win Love Island. So then what
I
she's done
can't
is
lie. I remember I joined in, but as I said, I've got like stage 10 amnesia. I can't. If anyone can remind me what happened, but Jacob, if you're legitimately a victim, um,
I'm absolutely a victim of this. I'll be honest. I'm an absolute victim of this because people wouldn't leave me alone for at least 3 months. Just continuous harassment on my Twitter page. I had to deactivate for a while. So what she's done is she just sent a pool of people to abuse me in my DMs, send me regular abuse every day. People were leaking my address online just because I didn't agree with her. To me, it just gives me the characters of what she is as a person. So yeah, I'm
thank you
really
so
sorry other
much.
people experienced that. Honestly,
No, thank you so much. Can't lie. The hashtag is low key reminding me for this stage. As I've said, I like to prioritize my enemies. You're lower on the list. If you have been like dishonest about your race, that's something you need to address. I can send you a link to a
well,
good
that's never
therapist. I
happened.
don't know, but Jakob, thank you so much for your testimony.
Can
I'm
I just
praying
say
for
that I
you.
was one of, sorry, I want to say that I was one of the people that was on your neck as well, not in your DMs. However, comma, it's because you were being racist. That's the reason why.
Oh, not the mute, Jakob. If I were you, book a flight, get out of here. But thank you, thank you so much for your testimony, DK.
That's gonna be the most craziest revelation I've heard all day on here, that you're Basil as a racist. But what I'm gonna say is this is nothing to be expected, man. She finessed every single person. This is straight down to a T. Even F man know they could do this in their sleep. So for me, I have no sympathy really. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no sympathy. They always use that saying, birds of a feather all flock together. So to me, you're guilty by association. Same thing when you see crime happen. If you're at the scene and you're part of it, you're done. Same thing happens here. If you're keying in a space, it's the same thing applies. It like if you always stood on business, if you always thought she's not a nice person, if you didn't agree with her morals, because she's a very condescending person, by the way. I've tapped into her spaces. Very, very condescending. If you could sit there And key to that, you're not a nice person to me either. She deserves everything. She can get fucked.
Thank you so much, DK. Wow. I do want to make something clear. This is just me personally. Again, any men that want to join the stage and share your testimony, that's absolutely fine. I'm all open to that. But my rules still apply. No misogyny, no colorism, no racism, especially if you're a man. You definitely think about the language that you're using, because even though I hate the girl, I hate a strong word. That was a bit dramatic, H. Even though I dislike the girl, I think I dislike men being misogynistic more. That's all I'm going to say. But DK, thank you so much for your testimony. That wasn't particularly anything on what you said. Queen Temmie, did you want to say something, and then I'll let more people up?
On her cost and what she spent the money on. This is a theory. I'm not 100% sure. So, like, yeah, be with me. I think 1,800 was for rent because I know she can't afford London rent. I think at least 2,000 was for her hard boobs because I heard she got her tits done and then she got Turkish.
Oh,
I think the other was because she said I heard that she wanted to get a tummy tuck because her stomach was hanging like banana. So that's what it is. Also hairline treatment. She's balding. So that's where the money's being chopped. Just a theory, but you guys can tell me your opinion. Actually, I'm not done. All jokes aside, though, even though I just cussed out. All jokes aside, I want people to really deep. Ashleigh hates herself and she hates reflections of herself, which means she hates black women. She doesn't like women. She doesn't like black women. She doesn't like the fact that she has to deal with you guys. She would prefer to be with the money maids or with the man dem. She doesn't really want to be in this circle because she hates who she is, which is why she's completely changed who she is. She's cut off half her stomach, got her bit like she really wants to be this architect, basically the girl that she wasn't in high school. She's been oversized all her life, and this is not. I'm not even on a real. I'm not even trying to body shape her because I'm not the slimmest. I will never try and like cuss her for being big because I'm definitely not skinny. But I just want people to remember that she hates herself, so she will never like you. And a person that don't like themselves can never like you. Can never. If someone who's not loyal to themselves can never be loyal to you. That's me done. Yeah.
no,
Oh,
you
and
know
before
what?
I
You're
leave the
right.
stage, I want to correct
Mm.
somebody's statement. Somebody, I can't remember who said that your friends won't scam you. My dear, anybody that can scam will steal from you. Someone that can lie will steal. Someone that can steal will do other heinous things. It doesn't see this whole logic that oh someone won't do something to me because I'm their friend is very flawed. If somebody has shown you that they lack integrity, they will lack integrity in every department of their life. Please, can we stop thinking that friendship will exempt you? This exceptionalism mindset is why people keep getting scammed. You're not different. You're not special. Just because friendship doesn't mean anything. You can come to someone today, fine girl, we are friends. Then tomorrow they can do you dirty. It doesn't mean shit. If someone is scamming other people, they will scam you. Thank you.
No, honestly, you're so right. Like, people who are willing to go that dirty, especially like there's no integrity there. We've already established she's a narcissist. You guys have watched enough Netflix documentaries. Heck, you saw the Tinder swindler, all that kind of shit. Like, man was even willing to rob the girl's mum. Quickly on what Queen Temmie said, because I think it's important to have nuance, and I know it's awkward talking about these things. So whenever you talk about other women getting surgery, stuff like that, automatically your pinned as jealous and all of those things. But I think the mask slipped with, well, we've heard it before, but really slipped last night. I think Ashley said something along the lines of, oh, I'm sexy now and this, that, the other. Girl, you can get as much stuff, you can do whatever you want physically. But if mentally and in your heart you're a bad vibes, awful person, you will never be that
I'm
babe.
2-5.
Sorry, Jazz?
Oh no, sorry, not you.
um, you will never be that babe. Like, you will never be that person. I think it was so, I took it personally when she said you guys are in every night talking about Love Island, this, that, the other. First of all, anyone who watches Love Island knows that it's a job for 2 months. If you want to talk about that shit, you've got to be consistent too. You literally just spoke about how you were doing that shit for 4 years. So for you to now turn your life around, obviously good for you in that regard, but to then try and shit on other people for doing the same thing that you're trying to call a check for. I don't know what has happened to you in terms of body transformation to think you're that person. But lo and behold, this space that literally started off as, guys, a quick half an hour to just crease about how I feel vindicated, has turned into, let's inflate some numbers, thousands of people coming in and actually expressing how much they've disliked you and how they're a victim of your bullshit. Just shows you'll never be that babe. Let's see. That heifers hate. that heifer's hate account. Come forward.
Hello, hi. Hi. So I usually just sit in the background. Can I just say I'm loving this cooking right now. This has been joyful, entertaining. It's been great because I feel like a lot of people's forgotten her from her Trap God Lou days, but I remember. So I'm glad others remember as well. But I just wanted to go back 2 seconds. There was that guy who joined. I think his name was Yakub or something. Please, does anyone else think it's Murad Ali? Because I'm convinced it's him. Anyone else?
It's not.
Child, you need to
It's not.
provide a trigger warning before you say Murad's name. I swear to God, every time someone says his name, I just think back to when that story broke, and I remember being high as hell in my kitchen trying to do the foot slaps on the floor to just see who did it that quickly. But anyway, sorry, you go on.
No. I just thought it was
It's
him, and I
definitely
wanted
not
to.
Murad.
Definitely not. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. Take care.
Thank you so much, that heifer's hate account. Guys, I have just let somebody up on stage. This is another example of as where personally, I do not like you. The North remembers what you have done, but in the spirit of today, I will allow you to speak, but again, the rules apply. Misogyny, all of that shit. You see how he came off stage, guys? It was Sharks from Clubhouse. Can you believe it? I never in a million years thought I would allow him in a space, but again, ethical hating allows for everyone to speak. Sharks, if you change your mind and grow a pair of balls, which I know you've been waiting to do your whole life, and actually want to speak, I'll allow it on this occasion. Hang on, sorry. This bloody thing. Guys, I can't believe my work actually thinks I do a good job, and this is what I'm be doing. Saeed with the Canadian flag.
Hello.
Hi, Saeed. Hello.
I would like to say that the scammer is a filthy person, and the person who she affected with is a filthy coon, and she lied about everything she said, and that black people are all liars. That's all I have to say.
Okay, Saeed, quick question. Do you know who we're talking about?
Yeah,
Saeed, was this a
yeah.
case of just wanting to say something?
Nah. I'm well aware of the situation. But why is always
Thank
the
you
black
so
people always
much.
trying to say that they got scammed or something? They're trying to get money, bro.
Okay,
All
bye,
they want to
Saeed.
do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Saeed, until you can confirm that you yourself are black, you will never speak here again. And you know what? I knew in my heart of hearts, like I said, anytime I see a sports profile picture, I'd be hesitating. Toby. Toby, hello. Do you know what always confuses me? When people fight to come on stage, you're on stage now, you're on mute. I'm so confused by that. Toby, please. Toby, I'm actually begging you now. Speak. Tez, take it away. Sorry, I know you wanted to say something again when Toby finds their words.
Oh no, I just want permission to come in with the ether instrumental when someone's going extra ham on Ash. That's all. Like I'm really enjoying this from a from a spectator's perspective. So every time I hear someone cussing her, I'm just listening to it with this instrumental. Please keep flogging this woman.
Tez, I'm one for sound effects. I don't mind. Obviously, if they get too annoying, then yeah, but some people have come with real testimonies today. Stay together. How are you?
Hello, my jaw is dropped. My eyebrows have not come down. Oh my goodness. Things are let me try to collect myself and hold some decorum. But I even Whoo! Yeah, so I too am in and out because of work where I am. My work day is just beginning. So I know that everyone's ahead of me in this regard. Where was the holiday to? And was this seed money is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, did you think, oh, send me 1,000 and then you'll get 10 back because the holiday's all inclusive? That's the part I don't understand. Why are you paying for a promotion? Why are you paying for a promotion? Why are you paying for the sponsorship? No one's answering this.
Um, Well, the answer to your first question is I think it was to Jamaica, based on what I had, guys. I have a whole backlog of DMs, with screenshots and all the likes of it. But apparently it was to Jamaica, and I think this is a case of, right. Touched on this earlier. Obviously these lot were her friends, and if you've got someone like Ashley who's boasting about brand deals and connections and this, that, the other, you'd like to think in good faith you're actually going to go on a flight somewhere, and clearly that didn't happen. So I know all of us here have the benefit of hindsight because it didn't happen to us, but if you think about someone who you might have thought was your friend, because we're not just talking about a parasocial relationship here, somebody is also attested to going to her house, being her friends in person, even meeting her family. I like to think no one would think that this would happen to them. This would happen to them. And I know people don't have that much grace for the victims, especially the people who've been mean to them. But I think it's very easy for us to say, oh, how could you let that happen? I can easily see how that would happen. They trusted her. She betrayed that trust. She's actually a fucking bitch. And then that's the bottom line there. So I know you won't be going to Jamaica through Ashley's money. Instead, you've paid for surgery. So sorry about that. So sorry. Sorry, not an Arsenal fan. Do you want to go next and then go back round? Because I think everybody on stage here has spoken, except for, sorry, Dree's abs. You'll go next.
Yeah, sorry. How you guys doing?
Well, we're surviving. We're surviving. I've got money in my account personally.
Can someone explain what's going on? Because I don't even know what's going
Oh,
on.
fuck off. Are you serious? Sorry.
What? What have I
The
done?
whole hashtag is there and you want me to repeat everything. The whole No, sorry. Do you know why that was even mean? Because that's the kind of shit that I do. Expect everyone to explain to me. Sorry, you're gonna have to look at the hashtag. In summary, this is rejoicing at Ashleigh Louise's downfall. This is not a Christian group. Thank you so much.
Also,
Not an sorry, Toya.
H, just check your DMs. I have proof.
Okay.
But what's the person next to speak while she reads that?
Yeah, should we go to not an Arsenal fan? Let me read this and I will be reading it out. I'll try and anonymize it. Go on, not an Arsenal fan. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's such a waste of... You're embarrassing me! Anyway, let me read the DM. So, somebody that we know who has connections to British Airways has done some research and has come to find that the head of marketing and the deputy head have never heard of Ashleigh Louise. Also, one of them Googled her and said they wouldn't work with her. Make of that what you will. I'm so sorry to the victims. You were never going to Jamaica. You were never going. I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is. Locks 100. I am so scared right now.
Nah, I'm here to rejoice Ashley's downfall, man. Don't worry, man.
Oh,
I'm here to rejoice. I'm with you today, man. Don't worry, I got you.
oh, God forgive me, but in the spirit of allowing our enemies to come together to rejoice, Locks, you have like, if in the first 10 seconds you say something crazy, I swear to God. I swear to
Nah,
God.
what? Ashleigh Louise. Ashleigh Louise, Ashleigh Louise, Ashleigh Louise. Ashleigh Louise, Ashleigh Louise, Ashleigh Louise. Any app you go in, Ashleigh Louise, is always long for you. You see me, I follow you in everywhere, Ashleigh Louise. I follow you on Twitter, your nightmares, British Airway flights that you lied you're booking. I'm there. Anywhere you're at in Jamaica, in your dreams, in them dreams you've been having in Jamaica, I'm there. Ashleigh Louise, I'm happy to celebrate you. Your downfall shall come today. You and your disabled boyfriend, I'm here for both of you.
Guys, Sunday morning, I
No.
promise you right now, I'm going to church. That's the first place I'm going. That is the first place. I promise you now, I'm going to church. Wow. What a wow. Thank you, Locks, for your testimony. Hafsa, we'll go to you, then Amelia Lou, because I don't think they've spoken before, and then back to Jazz, because I love hearing Jazz speak. Thank you.
Oh,
I first and foremost,
I
can
was
you
gonna
hear
say,
me?
who got the British Airways tea? Can't you ask them to press charges?
Wait,
Because I just
I
want to see her
will,
in
I
prison.
are
will,
you?
I want to see
that,
her
that,
picture on BBC News. You see that photo, that mugshot. I want to see her there in grey. They said it's not orange they wear in the UK. Man, Bruno, I didn't know. It's not orange, it's grey that they wear. I want to see her in that jumpsuit. Like, sorry, all these people talking about I'm a Christian, Talele. I don't know what she was talking about because of her Catholicism, whatever she was saying. My sister, wake up and smell the coffee. Jesus isn't gonna come and fight for you. Wake up and smell the coffee. Because see, I'm tired of all this. Or take the high road. No, we need to start stoning wicked people.
Jazz, what I will do is the British Airways Connect, as they say on Power, the Connect. If you want to do anything about it, let me
It's
know. I
not me
can
she scammed
support.
now. That's
Hmm.
not my business, Tal Basaram. But the people that she scammed should take her to the police. Go to the popo. People are here talking about
Especially if you got
equality
anything in
and
writing, I do
forgiveness.
wonder: are there any armchair lawyers? I mean, I'm definitely one, but any armchair lawyers, any small print, anything in writing? Sorry, let's pivot to Hafsa and then to Amelia Lou, and then I'll make up some more shit from there.
Wait, before I start, can everyone hear me? Because I
Yes,
literally just
most
came here
importantly,
for
I
one
can hear you,
sentence.
so don't worry.
Lovely. I just literally came here to announce, for those that don't know, that the hashtag treacherous liar is now trending #1 in the UK. So this mess is now nationwide, people,
We thank
and
God.
I will be going back.
Talks with Onigbesi. That's what she is. She's literally an Onigbesi. Like, oh, how many
Oh
people
my God.
money is giving Onigbesi? Like, that's what you guys need to change her hashtag from talks with Ash to talks with Onigbesi because she actually owes bare people money, and you guys keep giving her money. See, honestly, I don't really have sympathy for the people that got scammed, but couple, but some of you, oh my show. Anyways, bye.
Someone in the hashtag said, "Someone wake up G Boy and Pizzle." I swear to God, if I let it get that far, I will shut down this whole space. Amelia Lou, hello.
Hi, can you hear
Yes, I
me?
can.
I'm sorry, but we've got to stop saying we feel sorry for the victims. They were all a pack of bullies together, and I am so happy that this happened to them. Every single one of them, even that Zara girl, however you pronounce her name. I don't feel sorry for any of you. Cat with your, she's just a horrible person. They're all exactly the same as Ashleigh. That's why they all were chilling together in those spaces, constantly talking about people. They dragged Georgiana for no reason. They tried to call me crazy because I called Ashleigh out 2 years ago. I'm sorry, but if they're really upset or whatever, like about their money, they can easily take her to the small claims court instead of coming to Twitter for clout. They're just horrible people, and I'm glad this happened to them.
Thank you so much for your testimony. I just want to clarify something that Lox100 said, a comment about her quote disabled boyfriend. The reason why I overlooked it, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not, is that Lox literally runs that line to everybody. From what I remember, I think every girl he interacted with, I don't even understand it. And to be honest, I was so scared I wanted him to stop speaking. Obviously, I do not condone ableism of the form. I don't even think Ashley has a boyfriend for him to say that. Lox is delusional. Lox isn't stable himself. Um, Thank you so much for your contribution. Tilia? Tilia.
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Literally got a call just as you were saying my name. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I want to put something out there because I remember I just wanted to say about the bums thing. Do you remember the night that I was on the stage? Because I was on that stage, and you know me, I love mess. Um, like after that, I found out that it was about you. That was when I stopped following her. But guys, like it's getting longer and longer and longer for her because that screenshot, somebody needs to tell us when that screenshot was sent. You know, the one that's up in the jumbo shot, the jumbotron. We need to know the dates of when that was sent because, like, a cease and desist is gonna be happening very very soon. Just saying. Oh, and as a background lawyer, I'll put on my lawyer cap. um, yeah, we need to have proof of all of what she's saying because you guys can literally represent yourself in the big claims court and get a lot of money starting from 20K. Thank you.
But does it not depend on what they've got in writing, what the agreement was? Because I think
Oh,
it
it
becomes very,
100% does because
yeah.
But if it's
No, go on.
multiple people, so for example, I know that there's at least 5 people that have sent her the £100 for that for the event that was supposed to happen in August last year, and then it got in September. Sorry, that was supposed to happen in September. Then it was moved to November, and then nothing. There are screenshots of people paying that money. There's screenshots of the DMs that she sent. All of that stuff is evidence that you gave money to somebody and you still, like, there's people that's asked for the money back and there's screenshots of her reading it, like, on Twitter you can see where somebody has seen the messages and has not responded. Texts, WhatsApp messages, there's still something there, because at the end of the day, if you tell me something and you're implying that something's going to happen, even if it's just by text, it's still legally binding. It's still a contract, because I have now paid you for a service that's going to happen and it didn't happen. It's still, that's like the basics of contracts, but it's still a contract. Do you get?
Damn, this
I hope
is.
that.
Whew. I'm going to sorry, I'm just checking if anyone else. So okay, DK, go on.
H, I know you said earlier that we should try to give them the benefit of the doubt, because if they're your friends, correct me if I'm wrong, if they're your friend, then you would probably would trust them, right? But a part of me thinks if you're not part of the process in terms of like booking everything, then how do you know everything's legitimate? You know, like due diligence. We look at SPAC Nation, for example. We've seen how they've been exposed, how people obviously be dropping peas into something that's not real. And I feel people are too fooled by lifestyle. I think us as black people, especially, we love to flaunt. We love to flaunt for things we don't really have. Do you know what I'm saying? We're seeing it time and time again on social media, and people keep falling for it. So when is that going to change? When are we going to adapt as people and take accountability that we keep falling for the same shit every single time? We don't need to show off to people because it's not real. Most of it's not real, and especially for her own lifestyle as well. That's far from reality. So that needs to. I think it's something that we need to look at ourselves as well as a lesson, that you should not be envying people, especially looking at it from a glass lens. Like we're seeing it on social media and we're going to assume they have it all patterned. They don't. No one does.
You know what that sounded like without sounding weird, yeah? Whenever I speak to my dad about an issue, he bare philosophizes it, and I'm like, you know what, this nigga's onto something. Thank you, DK. That was a true testimony. Oh, okay, okay. Rizkat, Rizkat, are you on stage? Rizkat, hello, guys. Is it me? Is it my connection? Wait, Tilya, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, Rizkat has just joined the stage. Rizkat, are you
Mirrors.
there?
Sorry, my phone just restarted.
And just move back down. Okay, Rizkat, if you do choose to come on stage, I'm not of the. Oh no, it has chose to come back up. Hang on. Guys, before Rizka joins the stage, I will say I'm not an advocate for mob mentality. I know people are gonna have a lot to say.
Sorry, my signal's bad.
No, it's all right. I know people might have a lot to say, but if you just give Rizkat room to speak, or me to respond, I'll appreciate that. Rizkat, welcome to the stage.
You can say it. Go on.
That's what I said. Welcome to the stage. I don't know. You
Oh, you can
requested to
say
come
it.
up.
I know. Only because I don't really have anything to say because I know what we're doing about it, but I'm seeing a lot of questions and assumptions. So I was like, well, I'll answer what I can. If people have questions, otherwise I'll take myself back on stage. That's fine.
Okay, I'll start then. Rizkat, in fact, luckily, one of the other people came up on stage to say that you weren't aware of these things until recently, until way after the fact. But my thing is, that doesn't answer how you've treated people over the years in Ashleigh's name. What do you have to say about that? And then maybe I'll be able to make the questions more specific.
Mm, when you say treated people, I don't really recall. Yeah, I
No,
don't
that's fine. I can
recall.
jog your memory. I can
No,
jog
like
it
if you
for
have
you.
like no, generally, if you have specific examples
Yeah.
of people that I've been wicked to, on behalf of Ashleigh that you feel weren't warranted, tell me.
Sure, no worries. I will even start off with myself as an example, and I'm pretty sure that the people now suddenly queuing to come up on stage will probably have something to say as well. A few months ago, I want to say that it was around January or February time. As you know, there was a bit of an interaction between Ewan and I, and Ewan decided to say all that he had to say about how Ashley was treating him. As a result of that, Ashley hosted a space. I think it was the next day. I didn't hear it. I was out at a concert, but it was fed back how Ashley was continuing to lie, and you had a lot to say in that space. You went on to call me and some of my friends bums. You went on with that
Not,
continue.
I'm not a bum person, so I don't think I would have used that terminology. I think I did say that I thought you were talking out of your bum, talking out of your ass, but to call you a bum, that's not my terminology.
Okay, I'll make it easy for you then. You were just rude about us. Let's say bottom line. So whatever you words that
But I
sound like
thought
you or
I
don't
believe
sound
that.
like
I
you,
believe that I was rude
right?
about you because I felt like you were rude.
Right. So I was rude in the first place.
But you've
Um
been rude about me in general anyway, so I just felt like it was tit for tat. And in the Ewan
okay.
situation, although I still feel like Ewan had a leg to stand on, I felt like I didn't agree with you, and I made that clear.
Okay, thank you so much. In terms of how that came about, though, and a lot of my response to Ashley was that she's a liar, that she's a scammer, she's a dishonest person, all of these things. You were defending her. Well, rightfully so. You could say you're a friend of this, that, the other, but you had a lot to say. Lo and behold, in the background, she was doing exactly those same things to you. On top of that, I made the very bold accusation, which I definitely now stand 10 toes on, that you guys are in some kind of cult and she's brainwashing you guys, and it is just very, 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 very weird. Lo and behold, look at what's happening. I guess what I'm asking you, Riska, is do you feel a sense of shame? A sense of shame, because to try and reduce this to tit for tat is pathetic. Heck, Locks himself, who's on stage, has threatened to kill me and do all kinds of shit. And I'll like, do you see how it doesn't make sense? Can we not come to some kind of agreement there? What are your thoughts?
No, I don't have shame for backing someone that I thought was my real life friend. I don't know who Locks is, so I don't know what your relationship is there, but it was my friend in real life. I thought clearly it was one sided, so no, I don't feel shame for doing what I thought was right at the time.
Do you not feel shame for laughing about when she was calling Georgiana wide bodied and calling me crazy and you were there laughing on the stage? Do you not feel shame for that?
I don't think I've ever had a problem with Georgiana, and again, when I come into spaces, it is to kiki, is to laugh, particularly with my own friends. I don't actually remember who you are. Sorry.
Rizkat, like I'm honestly perplexed by this. Like, for even outside of this space, for ages, people have talked about how you're basically Ashley's chief lapdog, which I think is definitely true. This has come about, and there's still some kind of standoffishness about it. I
I
think the
don't think I'm
question
being
is very
standoffish,
clear.
but I thought that was my friend. So when you're saying lapdog, to me that doesn't it doesn't cut because it's my friend. So even before when you'd be saying like, oh, cult member, lapdog, what other ones, backup dancer, da, 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 da. To me those things don't matter because it's actually my friend. So it still doesn't cut now. I'm not gonna feel bad for thinking I was friends with someone. If someone did me dirty, I got okay, but I'm not gonna turn around and be like, I never should have defended my friend. That's my friend.
But there's defending your friend, right? And then joining in the bandwagon of bullying. Because me personally, I obviously can't speak for you because we definitely don't see eye to eye in that. I 100% agree with the testament of backing your friends. I do. But I also do believe in looking in the face of discernment and understanding where my friend's gone too far. My friend is a bully. My friend is not a nice person. And you not only stood by and watched that happen, you actually joined in. So this whole idea of, well, I was her friend, I was just backing her. You've had a lot to say, Riskat. You've had a lot to say about people over
And you're asking me
years.
if I stand by things that I've said. Can I recall everything I said? No. But do I stand by it? Yes, because clearly I said it. You've asked the question. That's your answer.
Lord God, this is hard work. I can't deal with someone who's so unaccountable. Like,
Then
I'll never
don't.
ask. Sorry? Sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, I said then don't. Okay, I can go. I thought people had potential questions, including you, if you don't, or you don't like the answers. Like, it's alright, I can dip.
No, I mean, that was my main question. If you have any sense of shame, I don't think you do. If I were you, I would
I don't
probably
think shame is
delete
the
my
word,
account.
but delete
Sorry?
my account for what? It's not.
Don't you
Why
have
would I
any
delete
sense
my
of
account? No, but why
embarrassment?
would I delete my online account for what?
Don't you feel any
I don't make
like
money off this
sense of
account. I'm not an
embarrassment?
influencer. There's no nothing from Twitter. So what I delete it for?
Risk, I'm actually embarrassed for you. Like, the,
Yeah.
oh my god, the fact that literally for years you've bullied people in defense of Ashley, and you've come up here just to be like, well,
Bullied.
I was defending my friend. What can I say?
Bullied.
You're not even
Uh,
like remotely apologetic for how you've treated people. Nothing. It's tit for
no.
tat.
I mean, there's
This is
people that I've
so human.
apologized
This
to.
is this is more embarrassing than you losing your money.
I mean, I'm gonna get it back, but okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
Because by reading that statement, you were asking for your money for a long time, and she not only still hasn't sent it back, while she was owing you money, was happy for you to continue being a lapdog. Again,
You know how
no
Marvel
sense of
comes in
change.
phases. Phase one, but that's fine. So you don't have
Sorry,
any
what's
like
phase one?
special questions about the situation, just me as a person.
All right, I'll make it easier for you then. In terms of the situation, when did you find out that you were being scammed, even though it's been addressed that this was happening over 2 years, or the trip was meant
A
to be
couple
two
weeks
years
ago.
ago? A couple weeks ago. So between a couple weeks ago and 2 years ago, and you realised, oh, now your bum isn't on a seat on the way to Jamaica, when did the penny drop?
A couple weeks ago, as I said, because something came out that didn't make sense as to why I hadn't been paid back yet.
Okay, and what about the discernment in terms of other people over the years have come forward about Ashley being a scammer, whether that's her project management courses? I heard recently she was trying to sell some botched version of Ozempic on her stories. All these other things that have been said about Ashley over the years, did you just palm it aside because you were, quote, friends and not think deeply, wait, the
No,
dots
the
aren't
assumptions
connecting?
there is that I knew anything about any Ozempic sales. I did not. Or any like things that I've heard from today, like events that are meant to happen, £100 or £100.50 tickets. I don't know about that. And with the project managing thing, yeah, I saw some like questionable feedback, but then I saw good feedback as well. So I was like, well, I'll ask my friend about it. They're telling me it's this. I haven't seen any different. Okay, fine. I think you're assuming that I know everything that she's up to all the time, or that people have to say about her, and that's not the case.
Rizka, do you not feel, or no, I shouldn't ask lead with word. How do you feel about the fact that the only person who's got their money back is Jude, when from based on what I've heard and what I've seen, you're probably one of the closest people to her? How has somebody else been prioritizing getting their money back and you haven't?
Well, because I know why and how June is prioritized and got her money back, I don't feel a way about it.
How much money is it in total? Over a grand?
It's in the statement. It's across more than just me.
Lord God, does anyone else have any other questions? I literally
I do.
go on.
Riska, I just wanted to ask about the dates. That like it was advertised and the date, like the first date, like deposit was paid.
What do you mean by sorry? What?
Because
As in
it
like the
was
dates changing?
advertised. Yeah, no. So basically, if you look on the jumbotron,
Yeah.
there's a screenshot of her advertising on
Oh,
Snapchat
yeah. See, I don't have
about it.
Snapchat. I've never seen that. I've never seen that screenshot before.
I understand. However, I'm thinking from on your part, do you know the dates when she discussed it with you or whatever?
Yeah, we do have the specific dates and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. When was it?
1 second, I need to confirm.
Thank you.
Hi guys, hi everybody. I'm I'm also part of this the group, but I don't know if you want me to explain my situation because I think I'm in a bit of a slightly different to risk out, but ultimately we're in the same boat where we got to have a money owing to us. I actually clocked fairly soon after that something that I had suspicions from time ago, but I wasn't sure at the point who else may have been on the trip or who to reach out to and who was still kind of tight with Ash. So it didn't become a whole thing. But I've actually been paid back. So Ash has paid me some of the money back as well. There is a small balance. There is a balance owing to me, but it's the principle, the fact that she's owed us money, and the excuses she's given. And also, I just wanted to dispel some myths as well. Obviously, we all know Ash. We've met her on multiple occasions. There's people in this that were that she that were friends to her. So that's been really, really shocking. I also actually didn't give my passport details over to her, so she hasn't actually got my personal information, but she has got personal information of other people.
Oliver.
And also, I know there's a narrative as well that, oh yeah, a lot of us were in these spaces, etc., etc., where nasty things were happening. For myself and everybody else, obviously Risk Up Player speaking for herself, but I was only mainly in the Love Island spaces. Um, so, and some of the After Dark spaces I may have seen, but I didn't. But when a lot of the shits happened, I wasn't there. And same with a lot of the others involved, who have been involved in this. So, and anyone here can attest that I've never had any issues with anyone. And I'm welcome, and questions are welcome.
Nat,
How much money did she take from you?
How, how much money? How much money? Look, I don't want to go into the money because I think we've given a collective figure. But obviously that figure that's been given in the statement is collective across multiple people.
Nat, thank you for coming up because you are one person that I did say earlier. I know everyone's been grouped together, but I've had the pleasure of actually getting to know you separately and outside of Ashley spaces, and I do think you're a product of like you were just trying to be nice. I know other people might think differently, but whatever. But I will have to say like that there's a separation between like you and Rizkat, for example, for me. Um, in terms of like, because obviously we've addressed now, she doesn't just have your money; she has you lot's personal details. How are you not gonna go about making sure that shit's deleted off her system? I don't know, because this is
She
getting
doesn't
weirder
have
and
my
weirder.
personal details personally, and I don't think she has Nat's either.
So how could she book a flight without your passport details?
We haven't looked at it yet.
Sorry, Rizkat, it's a bit muffled. Would you say?
We hadn't looked at it yet.
Yeah, we knew at the time she hadn't booked it. But she was messing about with dates, and this is why I got suspicious because, and I recently found out as well that she was giving different dates to different of to those of us as well. So yeah, we knew nothing had actually been booked at that point.
Child, that's fucking crazy. Chai, if you've got your hand up, and then Ada, and then anyone who hasn't spoken, just want to speak for now if you move down because the thing's packed up. Chai.
I don't mean to offend anyone, yeah, but I just wanted to ask, since when did you guys think it was possible to get to Jamaica for 1K? That's the only question
No,
I have.
we knew no, it was subsidized. That's the whole point. The whole thing was she was invited. Supposedly, she was able to bring 10 people on a subsidized basis. So yes, ordinarily, there's no way.
Subsidized, like flight and hotel, 1,000 British pounds.
Subsidized, absolutely. Subsidized is discounted.
We're
So
not
we
paying for
knew.
any hotel.
So
Nat, when we say subsidised, it's not even that. There was no hotel cost.
Oh, so just a 1K flight to Jamaica.
no, that was for the trip in general, basically.
Oh,
But yeah, like I say, obviously we just trusted someone we shouldn't have, basically.
oh, okay, thank you.
Ada.
Hi, just quick correction. It's pronounced Ada because I think it's the Ghanaian pronunciation.
No, I am so sorry. I'm
No, no,
fucking.
it's
I'm
okay.
literally like a white woman named Karen when it comes to names. It's
No, no,
terrible.
it's
Thank
fine.
you.
I used to go by both up until last year, and I was like, you know what? Let me pick. So I think it's kind of like a question for the people that were like involved. I think because someone else earlier mentioned that she came to you guys at like different points and stuff. I feel like at what point did all of you guys come collectively? Because from what I can kind of gather, it's like you guys were kind of like told about the trip at different points, and it's like maybe she kind of dealt with you guys in like an isolated form, so that
Correct.
it didn't really you guys couldn't really put two and two together. So I think for me, was it a case
Exactly.
of when Jude came to you guys, and then you guys were like, oh, okay, sort of, or was it kind of like a case of you had concerns, you wanted to raise it, but then also because this is your friend and you don't really want to asking these type of questions will then she does have the possibility to turn around and be like, is this what you think of me? Da-da-da. Like, was it that kind of scenario
You'd be right
essentially?
that like people were very separate in their conversations and stuff like that. Um, and it wasn't a case of like Jude reaching out
to various people, but some of us loosely know each other, acquaintances, friends, like online associates, whatever.
Okay.
And
Another
we
question.
start
Oh, sorry.
talking amongst, sorry, we start talking amongst each other like, oh hey, by the way, yada yada yada, and then stuff wasn't adding up. You start sharing
Okay.
information, then one person brings in one person, and then one person brings in this person, and then you have the group, and then everyone puts forward their information, and you're like, oh wow, okay.
When it came to like, well, you can only speak on your experience. So when it came to like booking the trips and this whole situation, I think for me it's a case of I like, and that's why I do have some grace for the victims as well, because the way she does present herself on social media, like I said, I'm only coming to grips with who this person is literally as we speak. But what, how was it presented to you guys? Like, because I think the word subsidize is being used very loosely. Like, with brand trips, like sometimes it's fully paid. Obviously, unfortunately, we don't. It's not equal everywhere. So I can see like, but how exactly was it presented to you? Was it a case of like, oh, it's just the flights, or was it the flights and hotel? And was it a case of like, oh, it's a brand trip, or you guys are getting discounts to take content for the brand? That's kind of like my question.
Quickly to touch on what you said about like social media and lifestyle stuff like that. For me personally, at least, it's not anything to do with that. Like I heard someone when I first jumped in the space saying about black people and being funny fashion online and blah blah blah. It's not that at all. Like people can't holiday. All of us in the group go away, go on trips, been traveling, and I've had situations in the past with friends where they'll say, "Oh, we want to do this trip. Blah, 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 I need this. I've flung you the money, and we've gone." So it's not
No, I mean in terms
abnormal.
of it's not.
No,
No,
but
I don't think.
I just wanted to clear that part because
Yeah,
people
yeah,
have said,
yeah.
some people are
It's
saying to say, it's like, oh, you see people have a little one-two sexy fish online and think, oh my god, wow, they must be rolling with Jeff
no,
Bezos.
because you
No,
can go to Ibiza for 100 quid, but it's like in
thank you.
with this situation, because as I'm hearing, it's been presented as I am in partnership with British Airways, and I'm going to do this. It's like, for example, if I came up and I said to my friend, "Oh, yo, like British Airways, I want to take me on holiday," they're not going to believe me because I don't have that kind of lifestyle. But then because Ashleigh Louise is some sort of an influencer, it's more believable that she would have brand connections in order to go on such a venture. So for me, it's kind of like, how is it presented to you guys, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I was actually just trying to see if I could see the initial message, but effectively it was presented as um BA have approached her to do this trip and invited her to bring 10 people onto this trip. And it was also sort of connected with Love Island as
Okay.
well. So yeah, I don't know if anyone else who's part of it would clarify any further, but
Yeah,
that's effectively how it was. Yeah.
sorry, I've received a copy of the message, so I'm happy to read that out.
Before you
Correct
do,
me.
I just want to say that not all of
Mhm.
us were approached about this the same way. Again, I don't know if it's because our relationship was slightly different, but me, I tried to go on holiday to my house. I wasn't given like a agreement or like a long spiel about this, that, and the third.
Thank you so much, Riskat. Okay, so the message: Hey, my love, I hope you're well. We are planning a TWA, which is Talks with Ash, Regulars Day. Oh, no, this ain't about the trip. This ain't about a trip. Why would you lie and say it's about the trip? But anyway, that's about the £100 thing, so we'll circle back to that. I do have someone else in my DM. Sorry, there's so many messages saying they do have a copy of the message for the trip. So when you send that through, I can read that out. Sorry. So sorry. False alarm.
Okay. And this is like, I think this should be my final question. Um, I think with the previous discourse, I think it was, well, my question is, obviously, like, yes, that is your friend, and I completely understand, like, if that's your friend, you're going to ride for them in public, and then maybe you have different conversations with them afterwards. But I think what for a lot of other people, here's the case of, now that you are seeing said behaviors that are now being applied to you, do you feel any, not shame, but do you feel any remorse to people who remorse, or like, do you understand the frustrations that people who have been on the receiving end of this situation might have in regards to you now being in this situation, and like sort of like, it's more of a case of, now do you see what we was going through? Do you kind of put yourself in our position? I think that's the question that was kind of trying to be asked.
I could answer that, but to be honest, I clocked soon. I had suspicions very soon afterwards and pulled out a few months later. So I've been suspicious and and I've not been tight with Ashleigh Louise in any sort of way. So I didn't have I don't have sympathy with everyone who's been affected by her. I've never been involved in any of that. I've never been involved in any of that. So yeah, I get I understand people's frustrations, but I like I said, I've never been, and I would suggest for the group as a whole have not been involved in any of that. Obviously, like I say, this gets up here speaking for herself. You know, so you know, you guys had a bit of a back and forth earlier, but yeah, for me, I back, me and Ash don't have any sort of relationship. It's a case of me asking her where's the money, basically. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think just because especially because we all just watched Love Island, I think the sentiment that a lot of people do have is kind of like with the whole Sean situation where he got by Joey and then now he wants to turn around and be like, you know what, I was sorry, I was getting mugged. And I feel like for that's how a lot of people are seeing this situation. That is only because now you guys are in. Obviously, like I said, me, I'm not involved. I'm just a bystander, and I'm learning at the same time. I think that is how a lot of people are seeing this situation, and I think what some people are looking for is some sort of accountability, because at the end of the day, whether that was your friend, your associate, your partner, there were qualities that you saw in that person being, you know, she was acting a certain way towards other people, and at some point in time, you guys were standing there and actively participating in those behaviors, which then to a certain extent means you are kind of given the green light. And then now it's kind of like all cards are on deck. I think people are looking for some sort of accountability or remorse, I would say. But yeah, that's me. I'm just gonna go back into the background.
No, thank you so much, because this is what I should be doing, but I'm trying to multitask. I think you asked very valid questions. I think less so on now on that part, because I will have to say, even though you can say like silence is compliance in a way, maybe Nat did observe behaviors, didn't say anything, didn't get as involved. Risk Cap very much was. That's what
No,
I would say. And
I mean the people that were in, because like I said, I don't know the whole situation, but from what I'm hearing, there are people that were actively involved that are now just doing PIM. But it's like you was vocal beforehand, and it's like now it's like if you're gonna be, it's like when someone wrongs you really loudly in public, may that apology be just as loud. I think that's what people are looking for in that sense.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, who was trying to speak?
Sorry, that was just me. Yeah, no, I understand what everyone's saying. As I say, again, I I've like I say, again, as you all know, I've not been involved in that, but I do know she's a bit mixed up, etc. So in that regards, yes, maybe I should have exercised a bit more discernment when it came to anything that she was involved in. 100%.
I have a question.
Go on, bad bitch.
Um, so my understanding of this is that there was some sort of pooling of funds in order for this trip to be subsidized in whichever way it occurred. Did that not raise any alarm bells with you guys? I don't know, maybe this has been covered previously in terms of any sort of official confirmation, flights, excursions, etc., etc. Given that you were all apparently contacted individually and yet the funds were pooled, did that not raise any sort of alarm bells? Was there anything in terms of legalities as to why you guys are kind of sending her basically random amounts of money and expecting to go on this trip? And is that also interlinked as to why it's taking so long for any sort of remuneration to occur? Like, I don't really get it. Like, basically, why has it taken 2 years for you guys to not get your money back? Did it stink of it not being legal for all intents and purposes? And yeah, why did no one's alarm bell just ring at any point when you were sending her random amounts of money?
Okay, yeah, thanks for the question. Like I say, for me, I did get suspicious soon after, and I should have probably spoken up earlier. But as I say, I wasn't aware of who was involved, and who was still tight with Ash. So it was like at this point, I only had suspicions and was still trying to. And my main goal was just trying to get my money back, as opposed to going sort of as opposed to sort of going public. And I don't think it was a thing of pooling, money's being pooled together. I think we were paying for our own place on the trip. But yeah, no, absolutely. I think, again, we just trusted someone we shouldn't have. And yeah, it was, I definitely kicked myself afterwards, like, what the fuck was I thinking, honestly? But it was somebody I've, met and been friendly with, so never thought that she would have done anything like this. But clearly I know better now. I hope I've answered your question, or is there something I haven't answered?
No, 100%. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what I will say, sorry, Sally, just before you go, because I know you've been waiting to come up. What I will say, and I said it earlier, with me, particularly with Nat, as I said, unless someone can correct me, I haven't really seen Nat on the front lines or dishing it out or this, that, yeah. But I think Nat is probably the only clear example. Again, I'm not too familiar with all of the other people involved, where I actually see that there's genuinity isn't work. She's genuine, basically. She's genuine in that she genuinely thought it was a trip, was supporting Ashleigh. I've never seen that in the depths of being mixed up and mean to people. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so I can genuinely say from the bottom of my heart, now I am sorry that this has happened to you. It's not very nice to hear, and I know you were a supporter of her and saw her as a friend before any of the mix up. Before I pivot. No,
Thank
it's all
you.
right now. It's all right. Again, I do hope you get all of your money back at least. I do have a copy of the message finally. So it's from Ashleigh Louise to Anon. So I'm working with British Airways before Love Island. I'm allowed to pick 10 friends or family to fly to Jamaica. It's £800 in brackets, kids under 4 don't pay. 10 days or 7 all inclusive at Moon Palace. I think we're just paying flights. I'd like to invite you.
Right. H, can I quickly just jump in, if that's fine?
Of course, Sally, go on.
Okay. I don't know if reading is just a lost art, like people just don't know how to read, yada, yada, yada. What's not making sense to me throughout this whole story is, first and foremost, Love Island is sponsored by Jet2, right? We all know that. So where has British Airways come from? The moment she said British Airways, why is a brand like that even working with a Twitter moderator on Spaces? It's not adding up. It just doesn't make sense. Why would they work with her? Like, what influence does she have on Love Island? Like, it's just not making sense to me. And to go to Jamaica for £1,000, surely you should have seen the red flags. And I really don't want to victim blame, but if she's done this in the past with like project management, and if she's made you guys pay for being on panels, etc., surely you should have seen this as a massive red flag and said, well, yada yada yada. And plus, she paid for her gastric sleeve last year. Was it not adding up to you guys then? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I think she definitely took advantage of your vulnerability. But at the same time, British Airways, Love Island, she's a Twitter influencer, if you can even call it that. But Nat, I think you are very she definitely took advantage of your kindness, but people like Risque, you have been very mean to people on Spaces, especially Love Island Spaces. Every single time I would go in there, the way you speak to people, it was very condescending, it was very rude. The way you would come across, like you were one of her little cronies. I'm so sorry, but you are a grown-ass adult. You had no reason to treat people like that. And at the same time, what's coming to you, I'm not really surprised. God is giving you your lashings. I'm sorry. That's it.
Um, if I could just speak, yeah, like I say, obviously in hindsight, I get it. We obviously, again, I would say it again, we've trusted someone we shouldn't have. What I will say, in relation to Riska, obviously people here have an issue with her,
Sorry,
but
Nat. I'm so sorry to interrupt
yeah.
you. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Rizkat is on this stage. She can 110% speak for herself. In fact, I didn't invite her up. She asked to come on this stage. I asked her questions. She was standoffish about it. I do respect the fact that at the end of the day, you thought you were backing her friend and didn't have to say much. Now, I feel like you've been in the firing line enough. This has happened to you. You've come on stage, you've answered. I think the last thing you need to do right now is answer for big Rizkat, who's on this big stage. So I am going to have to mute you there. Rizkat, what do you have to say for yourself? Hello. Well then.
She's not speaking now, but she had a lot to say to other people.
To say, a lot to
Exactly.
say.
Like when Ashley was
I
there,
thought I
you
already addressed. I
Oh,
thought I
sorry.
literally just addressed that.
Go on, go on.
Did I not? Did I? Did you? Did H or not just say the same shit you did?
And I gave her the answer. She didn't like it. That's fair. She thought it was like, not apologetic, shameful, yada yada. Okay, but you just repeated what her statements were and how she felt. So what do you want me to do?
Just a lack of
I'm
accountability. Oh my gosh, man, you are actually so unbelievable. This has to be laughable. Then don't come onto Twitter talking about how you got scammed by your friend and asking for a bit of empathy. Fuck off, man. I'm so sorry. What?
Or what? Like, what do you mean? Or what?
So
What do
why
you
did
mean?
she
Oh, what?
come
You're
on
coming onto
stage?
Twitter and you're
Why
on
did she
stage
come
as
on stage?
well. Sorry, H.
No, I'm just confused. Why did you come? Because she said, "Oh, I've come up to answer any questions people might have." I asked all the questions. You had the same answer. So, what is your purpose here?
Okay, well, there's silence. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say, Nats, babes. Honestly, I feel like
You
it's
literally
not
just
fair.
said what my purpose
Ooh.
was to answer any
Okay,
questions. I've
okay.
answered
Someone
them.
else
Just
is
because you don't
speaking
like
now.
the
Someone
answer,
else
it
is
doesn't mean that
speaking
I'm not
now. I
answering
don't
it.
care if it honestly. If you're sitting on stage, right, to just double down and your bottom line is, I thought I was backing my friend. That says more about you than anybody here. The fact that enough people for time has spoken about how nasty you've been to people for so long, and all you can do is shrug your shoulders. Be like, I thought I was backing MA. That's fine. That's up to you. That's between you and God. I'm not going to dwell on that too much. If anyone else wants to harp on, that's fine. But you can't shame the shameless at the end of the day.
I just wanted to say, Nat, honestly, I feel like like, to a certain extent, you need to, like, not there's a lot of guilt, and it's not all yours to bear. I feel like it's not really fair that you're the only person that's on here speaking for everyone. I feel like some of these questions are, like, especially for me, they weren't directed at you because, H has said that you're a nice person. Other people have said you're a nice person. I feel like you're the only one in here that's actually, you know, this is not just your fight, and I feel like to a certain extent, don't take on all the blame. Don't take on it, like, it's not. Yeah, you've been so nice and everything. I'm not saying no one else hasn't either before I get flogged, but yeah, thumbs up in it.
Yeah, thank you. The last thing I'll just say is, you know, we'll the real villain, the villain here is Ash, and yeah, scamming people who you called who you referred to as, some of them who you've referred to as friends is just crazy. So yeah, just want people's money back. Thank you.
No, thank you, Nat. Sorry, I can see people. I agree with you in hashtag. Like, I'm not here to draw blood. If Rishka doesn't want to speak, I'm not gonna. I'll hold her at gunpoint. You need to apologize. You need to do this. She feels how she feels. There's only so much I can do about that. So, um, sorry, gassy bandit. Welcome to the stage.
Hello, yeah. So I guess the first thing I want to say is directed towards Nat, and forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn or if this has already been said. But from what I can gauge is you're not a bad person and you were scammed. My best advice to you as a trainee solicitor is that this is a case of fraud by false representation. And I think I've heard that you've received messages, or maybe not you personally, but people in this space from British Airways or their actual representatives. That is really good evidence for your case that she was